So today we're going to talk about Anthropic's Claude, but probably not in the way you're thinking. We're not just looking at another chatbot. No, we're going to explore how you can actually transform it from a simple tool into a really powerful collaborative partner. Basically, a brand new AI coworker for your team.
You know, this quote from our source material really hits the nail on the head. Thinking of Claude as an extra employee isn't just a fun little metaphor. It's a real shift in mindset that can unlock a totally new level of productivity. But just like any new team member, you got to know how to manage it, right? How to communicate effectively to get the best work out of it. So let's dive into how to do exactly that.
So here's the game plan. We're going to walk through 4 tiers of mastery. We'll start with the absolute fundamentals, how to talk to it. Then we'll get into creating actual visual content. From there, we'll unlock automation right on your desktop. And finally, the really cool part, building your own custom AI skills that can run complex workflows for you with just a single command.
All right, let's start at the very beginning, the foundation. Getting great results from any AI, it all starts with the quality of your request. It's simple, really. Garbage in, garbage out. If you give it generic prompts, you're going to get generic answers. So to unlock its true potential, we need a much more structured way to ask.
Look, we've all done this, right? We start with something super simple, like, give me ideas to grow my YouTube channel. But the problem with a vague prompt like this is that it forces the AI to just guess. And the result is usually this kind of surface-level advice that could apply to literally anyone, which isn't very helpful for your specific channel, is it?
Okay, so this is where a little bit of structure goes a long, long way. A fantastic method for this is the GCAO framework. It's super simple. First, you state your goal, what you actually want to achieve. Then, you provide all the necessary context. Maybe you attach a file with your channel's analytics. Next, you specify the exact action you want Claude to take. And finally, you define the output format you want, like give it to me in a table or as a bulleted list. And wow, the difference is just night and day. On the left, you've got that generic advice we were talking about. But look at the right. By using the GCAO method and giving it some real context like our channel data, Claude delivers 3 super specific, data-driven video ideas. It's even got titles and summaries ready to go, all based on what's already working for us. It's a total game changer.
Okay, so once you've got the communication down, this is where things start to get really fun. We're moving beyond just getting text back. Now we're going to start creating actual visual, interactive content, and we're going to do it right inside the chat interface. This little bit of magic is possible thanks to a feature called artifacts. And the big idea here is that you're not just getting a block of code that you have to copy and paste somewhere else. No, you're getting a live, functional output, a mini app really, that renders right inside the chat window. Think of it like this. You're turning an idea into a working prototype you can play with instantly. This completely changes how you can brainstorm and build things quickly.
And check out how simple the prompt is. You literally just describe what you want in plain English. Right here, we're just asking for a basic portfolio website, telling it what sections we want and the kind of vibe we're going for. You don't need to know a single line of code to get this started.
And this is where it gets absolutely incredible. Claude doesn't just spit out one boring static option. It generates a live, interactive website, and then it offers you a bunch of unique design themes to choose from. You can go with dark luxury, or maybe a neon terminal look, or something more creative like studio hand. You can just click and instantly see what works best for you.
And hey, this isn't just for big fancy projects. Artifacts are perfect for whipping up these little practical tools on the fly. Say you need to schedule a call with someone in a totally different time zone. You can just type this in and boom, in seconds you have a handy little slider app to help you figure out the best time to talk. So useful.
All right, get ready, because this is where we take a huge leap forward. So far, everything we've seen has been happening inside the chat window. But what happens when you let Claude out? When you let it operate on your actual computer, outside the browser? Well, this is where it goes from being a chat assistant to a true co-pilot that can work with your entire desktop. That's where a feature called Cowork comes in. Now, by giving it permission, you're essentially giving Claude hands, a keyboard and a mouse. It can see your screen and interact with your local files and applications. This is the big shift, right? It's not just telling you what to do anymore, it's actually doing it for you. It becomes an agent that can take action on your system.
And this is just a perfect example of how powerful that can be. I mean, think about that awful, tedious job of cleaning up your messy downloads folder. With one single command, you can tell Claude to go in, analyze every single file, and move it to the right place. That's a huge amount of boring work just gone.
Okay, so you've just automated something super useful, right? Like organizing your files.
But you don't want to have to write out that whole long prompt every single time you want to do it. That would be a pain. Well, this final level of mastery is all about saving those actions as repeatable, custom workflows that you can trigger with just one simple command.
And that's where the final piece of the puzzle, skills, comes in. If Cowork is the raw ability for Claude to act on your computer, a skill is like a saved recipe for a specific job. You're basically teaching Claude a repeatable, multi-step process that it can execute for you. And this ensures that the task gets done perfectly, the exact same way, every single time. It's all about consistency and reliability.
And that's the beauty of it. All that underlying complexity, all the steps you taught it, it's all tucked away behind a super simple custom command that you made up yourself. In this case, just typing /cook is enough to kick off an entire intelligent process.
And check out what happens when you run it. That simple /cook command kicks off this whole interactive conversation. First, it asks what ingredients you actually have in your fridge and your pantry. Then it asks about any dietary needs or how much time you have. And based on your answers, boom, it generates 3 custom recipes just for you. It's a perfect example of turning a complex idea into a simple, incredibly useful everyday tool.
So as you can see, we've gone all the way from just learning how to ask better questions to actually building custom skills that can automate parts of your life. It really changes the game, doesn't it? It moves you from just asking questions to building systems. So that really just leaves one last question for you to chew on. If you had this AI coworker, this copilot, ready to go for a day, what's the very first tedious task you'd hand off to it?